Your wireless carrier has access to a crazy amount of information. And this is one type of tracking that's always been impossible to escape. Until now. First of all, this video is not sponsored and I'm not affiliated with Cape Mobile in any way. I've just been learning how important privacy is in today's overly connected world. So in this video, I'll give an overview of what Cape Mobile is, my experience using it so far, and how to get a permanent early adopter discount. For those who don't know, Cape Mobile is a privacy-focused wireless provider built for privacy-conscious people or those who might be considered high-risk targets, like journalists, activists, and government officials. And from the get-go, you feel the difference. You don't have to share your social security number, your name, or even an address to sign up. With Cape, you can bring over your current phone number, but if you get a brand new one, your number isn't linked to your real-world identity in any way. I'm using Cape Mobile on iOS, which isn't ideal for a few reasons, but let's just say in addition to Apple and Google and all the other apps that are already tracking pretty much everything we do, you have your wireless provider doing the exact same thing. Cape Mobile addresses that harder to avoid tracking. I personally don't need enterprise-level threat modeling, so I'll wait to test out Graphene OS in a future video. So how much does it cost? Right now, Cape has an early adopter promotion giving a permanent $29 a month discount to anyone who signs up before the end of 2026. And if you use the referral link I have in the description below, you get an additional $20 off your monthly bill, so that puts you at $50 a month, all taxes and fees included. Without a referral code, it's $70 a month, and if you sign up after 2026, the website says prices will go up to $99 per month in 2027. With that, you get unlimited 4G and 5G data, and it may slow down after 50 gigs, which for me is pretty hard to go over. You can also use your Cape phone as a mobile hotspot for up to 30 gigs, and if you travel overseas, you get up to 5 gigs of data roaming included in over 50 countries, all listed on their website of course. But let's get into the privacy features because that's why most people are here. Standard SIM cards broadcast a permanent ID number that allows cell towers and stingrays to track your physical movements. Cape lets you rotate that ID, or IMSI, every 24 hours instead of being permanently attached to you. There's also their approach to SIM swapping. Cape operates on a zero-knowledge system, so there's no forgot password button. So, warning, if you somehow lose access to your phone, customer support can't help you. When you sign up, they give you a locally generated 24-word recovery phrase. In order to transfer your number or activate your account on another device, you'll need that recovery phrase. But this also means that no one can steal your number by contacting Cape and pretending to be you. Call logs and routing metadata can also be scrubbed after 24 hours, and there are signaling firewalls that block legacy SS7 network attacks, which is how hackers intercept calls remotely. And I'm not even gonna lie, this one goes way over my head, but the website says that they lock down the network to keep attackers from tracking your location and intercepting calls and texts. Oh, and voicemails are encrypted, so only you can listen to them. A lot of these settings are managed through the app itself, so you can opt in or out of some of these. There's one feature that sold me when I heard about it, and that's the secondary number options. Right now, I'm paying 2 phone bills because I have a business phone, and business isn't really booming at the moment, as you can tell by my subscriber count, so subscribe if you want to help with that. I just wanted to keep some separation there, because one day I might be like a public figure or something. That's not exactly what it's meant for. These are really meant to be alias numbers, and you get 2 of them in addition to your main line on one account. Using these means you can use one number for 2-factor authentication without giving that number to anyone else. And maybe use one for bank accounts exclusively, or for promotional or invasive websites, like when you're forced to give your phone number for a $5 discount somewhere. But if you need top-tier privacy, maybe skip the discount. But for the rest of us, that keeps your contact number off data broker sites, out of dark web leaks, and away from spam lists, which are becoming more and more common every day. Also, there's no contract required, so you can cancel anytime. As of this recording, any Cape Mobile customer gets $20 off for anyone they refer, as long as that person stays signed up. One thing I've been using for years to up my privacy game is Proton VPN. They encrypt your internet connection and mask your IP address to keep your online browsing private and safe from tracking. You guys, did you see? That was kind of like a decent transition. This is the first time I've ever done anything like that, so still unsponsored, but if you use the affiliate link in the description, you can get 70% off. I genuinely recommend Proton as someone who's been using it for years, even if you end up sticking with the free option. So now let's talk about switching to Cape. All of the privacy features are a huge perk, but for my needs, kind of pointless if you don't get good service. And since I don't need high security protection, how is the reception? How's the customer service? I'm using the iPhone 17 Pro, so I'm not running Graphene OS, which is a privacy and security focused build of Android, and that would allow you to escape the fingerprinting and identifiers associated with Google. In terms of reception, I live in Oklahoma City, but also drive through some semi-rural areas pretty regularly. Over the past couple weeks, reception has been great. I've lost service a couple of times where T-Mobile typically gets spotty, but nothing stood out as a huge red flag or negative. I will be driving halfway across the country in a few months, so I'll keep an eye on reception and give an update in my long-term review. I have noticed a lot of complaints about iPhones specifically. My understanding is that Cape and Apple are working together to resolve these issues. So it would have been a lot easier if I used my Pixel, I'm assuming. As far as transferring my number, it was a little bit of a challenge because I'm using an iPhone. I ended up following the troubleshooting steps online and eventually had to chat with customer service. I got in touch with a human in less than 2 minutes. The editor version of me here, I just wanted to say I only had to go through about 2 prompts with the chatbot, and then it was about a 1.5 minute wait for an actual human being, so it wasn't endless AI chatbot loops. He was super knowledgeable and friendly, and they acknowledged the troubleshooting steps I had already taken. So long story boring, I had to delete the eSIM I had just activated and then reactivate my eSIM through the app. And thankfully I wrote down that 24-word security phrase because I did need it to reactivate. I was a little nervous to post this video because I know there are privacy aficionados out there who are going to say I'm not doing anywhere near enough, especially since I review mainstream products on this channel. But for me, privacy is a journey. You don't have to do everything all at once unless your threat model strictly requires it. It's like getting in shape. Going for a daily walk is progress. You don't have to run a marathon right away. Bottom line, if you sign up for Cape using iOS or Google services, it won't stop Apple and Google from tracking and telemetry. I'm still happy to have chosen a carrier that respects my right to privacy, and I think I'll be moving my main line to them soon. So again, check out that referral code in the description below to get us both a discount. Leave a comment with any questions you want answered in my long-term review, and if you've tried Cape Mobile, let me know your experience in the comments. But thanks so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like. It really does help with a tiny channel like this. I hope you stop by again sometime and that you have a beautiful day.